Yeah, what up YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another Forza Horizon 2 build video, man. In this one, we got another request from one of our viewers. Mr. Jake Brady wants to see a Lamborghini drift build. So as you guys can see, we're starting out in this classic Ferrari. So let's jump up into the auto show and see what kind of Lamborghinis, you know, would be suitable for a drift build. So we're gonna go sort by manufacturer and find them Lambos, and here we go. Ooh, the Diablo, one of my personal favorites for life. I think that might be our choice there. The all-wheel drive Murcielago, the all-wheel drive Gallardo Superleg. I actually drove one of these in real life. Very, very fun car to drive. The Jalpa, I never heard of that before. And obviously we already have that Countach because I am a huge fan of the Countach and the Diablo, just two of my favorite cars. The Huracan, beautiful car as well. The Aventador or the Urus, man. Now all of these are all-wheel drive. I'm thinking the Lamborghini Diablo SV is going to be our Lambo of choice today just because it's rear-wheel drive, and I have always been a fan of this cars, man. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and see what kind of paint jobs we have. Ooh, that Batman is kind of slick. And we got the Diablo SV wrap, which is looking pretty good. I was actually a fan of that. Now obviously you guys know that the Countach came in that beautiful purple color. Let's see if they have that as far as manufacturing. Oh, that's the one right there, ladies and gentlemen. This little bit of a pastel-y color. You know what? I'm gonna go back. If that was a little bit of a sharper purple, I would have definitely went for it. But I'm thinking we're gonna go with this yellow with the SV wrap on the side. Let's go ahead and buy this car up and get to upgrading, man. So as usual, if you guys are new to the channel, I just want to say welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the builds that we're doing. And if you're a repeat offender, I just want to rub your balls a little bit and say thank you again for tuning in, guys. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, big ups to you guys, because to be honest, this channel would not happen without you guys. So what we're going to do is go into the upgrade section of the game, and you guys already know we're going to start off with our conversions. Just check out a few of our options. The 6-liter V12. I think we're going to leave the stock powertrain in there. Drivetrain swap. Since this is going to be a rear-wheel drive drift monster, I think we're going to keep that stock drivetrain in there. And the aspiration, what do you guys think, man? Turbo or supercharger? Now the thing with the turbos is, as you can see, there's a little bit of a power loss there at the beginning, and then it really kicks you in the pants, whereas the supercharger just kind of brings everything evenly up. So I think for this build we are going to go with a supercharger conversion. Let's see what our options are here for front bumpers. Obviously just that little splitter. Not really digging that. We're going to keep that front bumper stock. And what about spoilers? Ew. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. I think we're going to leave that stock wing on there. Now, I'd preferably like to delete the wing altogether and make it a little cleaner, but hey, you know, can only work with what you got. Now what we're gonna do is, since this is gonna be a drift build, high powered, we're gonna go ahead with a race tire compound just in case we do have to do some races with this bad boy, and we are gonna leave the front and back tire width pretty well stocked. And now we're gonna come up in here and I'm gonna go to the specialized rim style and see if we can't find something that's got a nice dish on it here, and you know, maybe something that'll suit this drift build that we're doing here. Now my personal favorites for drift builds are these classic ATSs, the Bonnevilles here, also one of my personal favorites. But let's see if we can switch it up here. Ooh, that is actually looking pretty sharp. I'm liking that. I did preferably want a dish on here, but I'm kind of torn now here, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? White or black? I think we're going to go with the white wheels just because they're going to stand out. You know, a lot of our builds here always end up with black wheels on them. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see here. What do you guys say? 18s, 19s. Maybe we'll do 18s on the front. And we'll boost this wheel size to, oh, it's a 19 on the back. So already staggered from factory. So we're going to have, what are we running here? 17s up front, 19s, 18s in the front. And, oh, okay, my mistake. And 18s up front, 19s in the back. So that's looking pretty good. Now, let's see here. For this, we're going to put in a race clutch just because I want everything to be shifting fast and smoothly. Transmissions, I'm going to put a sport transmission here just so I can adjust the gear ratios if I need to. Now with drift builds, I like to be somewhere in second or third with a nice range of power, pardon me, when we're going around the corners and stuff like that. Let's see here. We are going to go ahead, add up the race driveline just to lighten things up a little bit. And obviously that differential, we're going to put in a race diff just to get both wheels spinning. Now, if you leave the stock differential, some of these cars are prone to only spin one wheel. And, you know, I found that out the hard way. So obviously we got to adjust and, you know, install accordingly. And now we're going to throw on some race brakes. Now, as you can see, no painted calipers for stock, but those race brakes, nice red big calipers there. So I'm liking that. Obviously, the suspension, this thing is going to have to get lowered. That's looking pretty fresh, but you know what? I would like to see it a little bit lower, so we're going to have to fix that in the tuning. And because it is a drift build, obviously, you guys know, we need to put on those anti-roll bars front and rear just to keep everything nice and stiff. Now normally I would do a weight reduction, but this car has got to be it's pretty light as it is, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave the weight as it is. We're gonna back on up here. Now let's deal with some of the power for this drift build. Obviously you guys know intake and exhaust is a must. Now, because this is a drift build, I don't really care of it being at the top of its class. We just passed S2, as you guys can see, or S1, I should say, into the S2 class. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the supercharger. And we are also going to upgrade the intercooler. And let's put on a flywheel just for a little bit of faster shifting. Now, what we're going to do is back it on up here. Let's jump into the tune car section of the game and see where our gearing's looking like. 346 kilometers top speed. What I'm thinking is we're just going to open this up a little bit. As you guys can see, kind of widens the gear ratios a little bit. That should give us a little bit more range as we're drifting, and hopefully we won't be shifting up and down and all around. Now, camber, what we're going to do is put on just a little bit on the front, and we are going to boost it up in the rear. Obviously, give it that rice-a-roni look, and we are going to slam it down, stiffen up those springs, front and rear. And what I would like to do is jump in here and put acceleration to 100% to the rear wheels. We are going to go ahead and apply that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we actually did a wrap on this vehicle that was already in the paint store. So I'm thinking design allows you to paint. Yes, paint car has been locked. So opening it in the decal editor will erase all the current design. Now, the only thing that I would like to see is maybe some tint on those windows. But hey, we are going to back it on up because I don't want to ruin that nice SV wrap that we have on the side of the car. So let's back it on up, get a nice look at this beast. Oh man, I love those pop-up headlights. This car is an absolute monster. Now I believe this is what, 1997. Now 97, this car was the shit, man. Now obviously Lamborghini keeps outdoing themselves with the you know, Aventador, the Huracan, the Gallardo, the Murcielago. They just keep getting better and better. But let's be honest, back in the day, this Diablo, oh, I love that supercharger, man. This Diablo back in the day was the shit, man. Now, to be honest, there was nothing sold in America that was even going to touch this. Corvettes in 1997, not even coming anywhere close, especially around those corners. Now let's take it down here to the lower end of the map, and this is just a little drift track that I found just recently. Ooh-wee! Yes, indeedy. Little bit. Now, when we get sideways and get to spinning, those back wheels just want to push this car forward. So, gonna take some getting used to drift in this thing. Woo-wee! Now, as you guys can see, drifting mostly in first gear around these low-speed corners. And we got a message. We're going to get to you in a few minutes here. Just doing a little test drive. So for these tight corners, it's looking like first gear is going to be our drift gear. Now, I would like to see this in second gear. Let's see what a second gear drift looks like. Wall tap. Oh, barely. So as you can see, we are having to downshift there. So what I'm going to do is go into the tune car section and just adjust our gearing. Now, let's see here. Let's go a little bit towards acceleration, and hopefully we can be in second gear and not have to downshift with because of the lack of power. Now, 303 kilometers an hour is going to be our max speed in this. Obviously a little bit less than stock, but I'm hoping that second gear. There we go. That's a little better. Keeping those RPMs up in second gear. And my boy Main Topic sending me a message. Oh, my mistake. Has the same the same picture as Main Topic. And that guy, I'm assuming his name is Your Week, bro. So we're going to check those messages once we are done this. Ah! Get out the road! That would have been death count for our Diablo SV. So now the thing about this is, let's see second gear, how it's drifting now. Second gear is actually looking like our sweet spot now. We're low into the RPM range. Still lots of power. And able to maintain speed. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Able to maintain speed throughout those corners. So that is going to be our sweet spot, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are doing this build, you might want to go ahead and adjust that. As you can see, those back fat tires just want to oversteer this car. Understeer, my mistake. Understeer the car. So you really got to hit that E-brake in order to swing that back end around. Down in the second gear, this thing is actually pretty easy to maintain, I'm not gonna lie, especially considering this is my first time out in it. Ooh, following that GT40. This thing is actually pretty clean, man. Ah! You guys let me know what you think down in the comments if you have any suggestions for what I should do just to make this thing handle a little better. A little tongue twister there, but man, it sounds good. Very healthy. Let's get off track here for a little. See how she drifts on the main roads. Uphill, lots of power into fourth gear. Chasing down that STI. Woo! Damn, that thing's a beast. And there's the big bro. I believe that's the Aventador right there. Big bro of the Diablo, man. Get him the fuck out of here. Oh, we leveled up, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at that? And my controller batteries are low. So with that being said, I'm assuming we are going to have to pull off to the side here. Get our little screenshot for you guys, and shit, man, I better go and change my mofo batteries, man. So we are just gonna pull off to the side here, see if we can get a nice shot. If you guys have any requests, make sure you leave them down in the comments section. If you guys, want to see any type of build on the channel, just let me know, and I will do my best to get that to you as soon as possible. Where's the shot, man? We need the shot. That Lamborghini Diablo SV. If you mofos want to play some Xbox with me, make sure you add me up. Oh, we got that Fiat Punto Evo in there too, man. We just killing it with these photos. If you guys want to play with me, no homo, on Xbox Live, man, make sure you add up my gamer tag, DONSQUALE, same as my channel name. That's on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, currently on the Xbox One and PS3. What else, man? I guess that's about it. So I'm going to end the talking here. I just want to say thank you guys for all your requests, all of your dedicated viewership. It means the world to me. So with that being said, I think we're going to put an end to this video. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And we're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace.